Okay, as one of the few doctors on this app that is probably taking care of a patient with hantavirus, I thought I'd give a little perspective. Hantavirus? Bad news. There's a couple big problems with treating patients with hantavirus. The first is the incubation period is like 2 to 3 weeks long. So they're walking around for quite a while already infected, not knowing what's coming. And their initial presentation can be pretty benign. Fever, cough, stomach ache. There's no reason to suspect anything worse until suddenly their lungs are filling up with fluid and their kidneys are failing. So I treated my patient with hantavirus when I was a resident. I was a second-year resident in the pediatric ICU at University of New Mexico Hospital. Since we pulled patients from all over New Mexico, parts of Arizona, Texas, and principally the Four Corners area, a known area to have hantavirus present, when we had a patient show up with those mild symptoms that suddenly turned very dramatic, hantavirus has to be on your differential diagnosis. Anytime you're taking care of a patient with hantavirus, you immediately need to transfer them to a higher level of care in order to have ECMO available. ECMO is the machine that actually bypasses your heart and lungs because oftentimes those parts of your body are failing. The machine will actually take your blood, pump it, oxygenate it, and then put it back into your body for you while allowing those organs to rest. And there's a decent chance that if you get hantavirus, you will end up on ECMO. Even if you don't, there's a huge chance that you're going to be in pulmonary failure, meaning intubation and respiratory support for quite a long time. And there's no other treatment besides supportive treatment for hantavirus at this time. Luckily, the child that I took care of actually did very well, only needed a little bit of CPAP, didn't need to be intubated, and didn't end up on ECMO. But with this hantavirus outbreak on a cruise ship, is this going to be a problem for the rest of us in the world? Probably not. Hantavirus has been known about and cared for many, many decades. Outside of isolated outbreaks, there's never been a large pandemic of hantavirus. Gratefully so. Partially because the people who get it become so very sick, it's hard for them to continue to spread it. Also because there's very few variants of the virus that actually have shown to have human-to-human transmission. Even though there is some current suspicion that the current strain that's circulating on said cruise ship is the Andes strain that could have some person-to-person transmission, and the original patients that came down with hantavirus were going in Argentina before they boarded the cruise ship, which means they had a known exposure to that same strain. Potential for a worldwide outbreak, extremely low. It is a good reminder that scary diseases do exist, even if you've never heard of them. I've taken care of kids with botulism, taken care of kids with bubonic plague, as well as many other wild and crazy diseases that most people have not heard of except for in books. Hopefully you never will.